Cancer, good morning. How you doing? So we've got a new camera and a new microphone. I hope it sounds all right for you. We can actually change scenes. Now, I've actually got your cards out for your environment. And the reason why I stopped it is because literally what was in the cards and I was literally just channeling and looking at actually just happened. So it was an instantaneous one. So I'm going to go over exactly what I was going over before I was interrupted. So in your environment, Cancer, this is the cards that we've got to be aware of for the month of June. So you got pulled over, okay, there we go, look, pulled over, okay, triggered, okay, triggered, and he's got you all fucked up, sis, he's got you all messed up, had enough, okay, I've had enough, Tommy, and keeping it private, okay. I hate having to do these twice, but it's pretty much just what happened. So what I was going into pretty much straight away, there might be someone in your environment, okay, like at home is what I was saying, that you try to avoid. This is going out the door, okay, slamming the door and pretty much going out in order to, like in a car, okay. Now, if you drink and drive, just be very careful if you drink and drive or if you speed, okay. Just be very careful in your car. But also, this is like, I'm going outside of the door and avoiding the person that I keep getting triggered by. So basically, I'm picking this up as a Cancerian energy, okay? And I keep going out the door without saying hello or goodbye. And I'm getting really frustrated around the person that I'm living with at the moment, okay? And they just really trigger me off and I'm getting fed up with it and I can't take this anymore because I'm constantly ignoring the person that I'm living with, okay, because I like to keep my private life going and it's not anyone else's business what's going on in my private life. So if there's anything that is going on, okay, let's go up to scene one. If there's anything that is kind of going on in your life here, okay, where it involves that it's no one else's business. It's not my mum's business, my father's business, my mother, anybody around you. My private life is my private life. My work life is my work life. It's not to do with anybody else, so stay out of it. No one else. Because this is like, you can watch this as a Life Path 7 also, right? So you guys might have realized that the comment section is now closed. It's the same stuff here. In your environment, there might be a lot of people that are constantly always bitching and moaning and complaining, saying, oh my God, you're this, your relationship's this, you're that, you should be doing it. And it's like, oh, blah, 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 so on and so forth, right? You know what? I just can't take this shit no more, Dave, right? So I am going to not get pulled over, but I'm just going to go outside of the door or come out of work and just not interact with anybody and avoid everybody here. Because everybody just keeps fucking complaining and moaning and shouting and screaming. So it's kind of like that. I go to work, I come home, I come through the door, go wherever you go, but you're really annoyed because someone keeps triggering you off and moaning that you're not doing stuff or whichever way around it is. Now, don't forget, this is your environment, meaning your home, okay, and your work and that sort of stuff. Now, if this is your love life, okay, this is your love life, then it's the same kind of energy, I suppose, right? Where I'm just avoiding the person because it's nothing but a trigger and the person's got you all messed up. Now, this would be a feminine, if I'm honest, because it says he got you all fucked up, sis, and I've never really known many men to actually get triggered. Okay, I've known a lot of women, sorry women, but to get triggered because there are majority of people that actually watch tarot are feminine, okay, are female. Okay, so sorry, but it's like I'm just getting absolutely fucking sick to death of someone complaining and moaning and blah, 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 shouting and screaming, saying, are you well? And you're like, what do you mean, am I well? Like, you really don't look very well. You're like, don't try to gaslight me, Dave. Of course I'm fine, here, right? So it's got now, if there is a third party, now we've not gone over all of the messages yet, Cancer. If there is a third party and you guys are stuck in a third party, then this is obviously more to do with that. Like friends probably saying, look, you know what, he's got you all fucked up. You shouldn't really be with him, blah, 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 because he's going to do nothing but do it the same. This is also clients and people on the internet. Shouldn't really be doing this, blah, blah, blah. He's going to do all of this again. I know he will fucking, blah, 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 so on and so forth. So there's a lot of negative energy here in your environment, Cancer, or Life Path 7. Okay, so this could be a friend or a family member saying, look, I told you once before, don't go back with him or her, because if you do, then the same thing's going to happen. You're going to start arguing, you're going to get triggered, blah, blah, blah. He's pretty much going to be had enough of your, I'm sorry, I'm going to get it in the arsehole here. he's going to pretty much be fed up with your shit, okay, but wouldn't be saying that, okay, because it's all his fault here in this card. It's all his fault. This guy in this picture here is had enough. Now, I'm not feminist, okay? If there's the guy that's doing it to you, if you're in violent relationships or anything like that, then obviously you don't go back into those, right? But it just says here in this card that this guy has had enough because there's plenty of triggers, and this guy here has got you all fucked up. But it's this guy in this picture that's had enough of it, right? So because this shouldn't really be love life, right? Because this shouldn't really be your love life. It should be things that are kind of going on in your environment, which means that this energy here are naysayers. Okay, your mum, your father, your brother, your sister, your friends, people online, wherever you work, you know, here, these are people that are like, listen, I really don't think that you should be with him or her because this is going to happen and so on and so forth. And you're like, listen, this is my fucking private life. It's nothing to do with you, what I do with it, who I see and who I don't see. So just keep your mind and keep your nose out of it because it's none of your business. Okay. So if this has happened before and you're like, this has really happened before and I know whereabouts in my environment this has happened. Okay. Just be aware of that kind of stuff happening again, right? Which is this energy means the life path 7 or Cancerian energy will start to avoid. Now, don't get angry and start driving erratically if you are angry, okay, here at any point, right? So that's your environment, Cancer, at the moment. So let's go down to scene 2. Okay, so, sorry, but I've got this camera all set up now, so I don't have to keep fucking about and I can kind of switch between things going on. So, Cancer. How you doing? So let's have a look at what comes up for your June. What comes up for Cancer in June 2023? Show me what is coming up for Cancer in June 2023 for Cancer. So you've got something happening really fast, you see? Pulled over, okay, and then triggered. Let's just go a bit closer. There we go. So you've kind of got this energy here where this is fast action. It's, like I said, it's kind of like this is at home. The Tower can always mean things going on at home. Someone that I'm avoiding because they got like a hair trigger. Trigger, hair trigger. Set it off, it's gone off like a rocket before you've even fucking, said anything. Like, I even really got to say much before this person blows up in my face and starts fucking, right? So there's the trigger, okay? There's the had enough energy, okay? And this could be keeping it private because it's none of your life. So I'm going to avoid the Tower. If it in reverse, it would be avoiding, okay? So I'm getting sick to death of the triggers, sick to death of you bitching and moaning and complaining at me for not being who I am and not just appreciating me for who I am. You're not doing enough. You're not doing anything. You're not pulling your own weight. You're not doing blah, blah, blah. So you know what? I'm fucking had enough of it. So I've had enough. And now I'm going to just keep it private and keep things close to my chest. This could be a High Priestess, could be Libra, Life Path 2, but it, like I said, it can be, it doesn't have to be Libra, but it's basically just, I'm just going to keep silent, keep my life as it is, and keep everybody else out of it. Okay. So if this is going on at home, this is where your trigger and your mirror is going on at home, that someone is just too quick to judge. This is jumping to conclusions really quickly, or George or Clooney or McLuhan, okay? But jumping to conclusions way too quickly, too quick to fire off, and can't be doing with it, Dave, right? Let's see. Excuse me, Cancer. Cancer, what have they got coming up for June 2023 for Cancer? So you got the King of Cups. There you are, guys. Maybe Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There's the 2. Could be relating to the High Priestess, right? 2 and 2 maybe. But like Judgment Day. So pretty much being judged for everything that I do in a way. Like if I do this, someone's keeping an eye on me. This is like spying or watching, but it doesn't have to be tarot. It doesn't have to be anybody in your neighborhood. It can just be at home. It just means that whenever I go out of my door, when I'm on my own, someone always paying attention to what I'm doing? Okay, so this energy here is like, I've had enough of everybody keep judging me all the time, keep saying that it's my fault, triggering me off. I've had enough. It's got me all fucked up. Now, if you guys have been through a situation that is involving where you've been in and out of a relationship, backwards and forwards, in and out, in and out, if your relationship is going well, this is when your karma changes now to your environment, which means that everybody else now starts to keep a beady eye on someone else's relationship, saying, I told you, I knew it was going to happen again. You just wait. They'll split up, they'll break up, I know it'll happen again. And judging other people's relationships, right? Now, if you're online, if you're a person that does anything at all online, this is always my light working energy. Now, if you look at like Colin McGregor, okay, the one thing that I loved about McGregor is the fact that the UFC fighter, right, is that no matter if he lost, and when he did lose his last 2 fights, that he always got back up, got stronger, and then came back, for more, and came back for more. Because whatever it is that you fail at, if you come back for more, you literally work harder to improve on your karma, improve on your relationships, improve oneself. Okay, so every time the shit goes down, if you're working on your relationships, no matter what anyone else says, Cancer, you are improving your strength and your ability in order to be able to, one, do psychic medium work, read tarot cards, okay, do whatever it is that you're doing spiritually, because you're continuing to try, okay. Your relationships, if they fail, you go back in again and you try. You tweak it and think, okay, I can maybe try and change these sort of things. If we can come to an understanding that I'm me and you are you, and we are separate no matter what, we still end up back together again. It's like Humpty Dumpty. The story of spirituality is like Humpty Dumpty. Okay, fucking had a great fall, knocked everything down into pieces, but we built him back up again. Okay, so you've got this energy where everybody now could be judging your relationship, because when people split up, the first thing they do is either go to friends or they tell people online, which is what you shouldn't really do anymore now. But like, you know, they tell people online, they post things up on Facebook, they tell family members, they tell friends, and then once this is keep happening all and every time, you meet up with people and you go, "You all right, brother, you getting on? How's your relationship?" "Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, I've had an argument again." "Oh, what, again? Really? Oh, yeah, okay, well, yeah." Right. So it becomes very monotonous. But what I'm saying to you is here, this is now learning a lesson to keep your love life private and keep people out of your own affairs. It's no one else's business. Okay. So it's basically keeping one's mouth shut there. Okay. So let's see. So Cancer. What's going on with Cancer? Because I believe that if Steph, if someone starts to ask questions like the Spanish Inquisition, this is what kicks it off. Because someone says, "Oh, how's the person that you've split up with 10,000 times?" "What? You what? Don't ask me that. I asked you not to ask me that. It's private. It's only oh, well, I told you." Right? "I've had enough. I don't want you to keep asking me about it. It's not your business." "Well, next time it happens, don't come back to me." Now, if you're in a third party, Cancer, you're the other person or in a third party, whether it be Cancer doing it, or Life Path 7 doing it, or anybody else doing it, right? If you're in one of those circumstances where someone's been in and out of their life, but they've been going off with another woman or a man, and then coming back, and then going off to another woman and a man, and then coming back and cheating and lying and actually sleeping with people, okay, then you should have had enough. That person should have had enough. Okay, they shouldn't be keeping that private, because they'll probably be selling out to the other woman or man that they're still doing it. Right? Let's see. Because a lot of people, when things go bad, they're like, "No, I want the person back." And my question is, why? Why do you want the person back? Are you speaking to them? You shouldn't wait for communication. If you're a person that watches tarot wanting someone back, then you have to put the effort in to get them back. Right? Why do people not get that? I'm watching a tarot reading because I want someone back, but I need to know the person that hasn't spoke to me and I haven't spoke to them, are they going to reach out? But if you want them back, why are you not doing that? You're not supposed to fear the person that you want back in your life. Right? I don't get why people use tarot in that manner, but feminine energies may do that. Okay, let's see. So Cancer, what they got coming up for June. So 10 of Wands, Gemini. Excuse me. Okay. So yeah, you've got this energy here that is, like I said, it's working. It can work if you both work on it, or Connett or Michael. If you both want it to work, it will work. Okay, if you both want it to work, it will work. This is trying to spend more time, obviously, giving each other more equality. Okay, giving and taking a little. Okay, just slowly, but things working out here. That's if you're if you've got a connection with someone and you're communicating, right? If you're communicating with someone, okay, there's a good chance this can work out, because this can be communication coming in really quickly. And then the decision is, do I want to reconcile or don't I want to reconcile? If I do, 1, we get a new start, which is 10. And then this here is either a yes or a no, basically. Okay. This is a yes or a no. Okay, this can either be 2 things. If this is a yes or no, we go back into some kind of like loving relationship. If it's a no, I just end up loving myself. That's it. Okay, and then I move on with my life, because then at least I've got my answer, or they do, if they reach out to you. Okay, so let's see, what else have we got going on for Cancer for June. So you got the Queen of Wands here. So there is an energy here that is very passionate about you, Cancer, or you, them, or Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. There is an energy of someone feeling very passionate about you. Okay, so this is being able to then start off feeling really, really good with the person. Okay. And then see how it goes. Let's move these up a little bit so I've got space. I'm in a wide open space. Some of you might be moving here, traveling and moving to a more of an open space. Some of you could be traveling, like you go out where there's like ponds and ducks and whatnot, going for walks. Okay, where there's big open spaces here. To talk to someone. This could be working out and stuff like that. Okay, trying to lose weight or get fit. Walking quite a lot here, working. Let's see, Cancer, what they got coming up, please, for June. So you get 2 more cards, Cancer, the 10 of Cups and Scorpio or Aries. So it's very difficult to say, because there could be hesitation here. But this is realizing that the person, when you're dealing with Scorpio or Aries, that, well, they're definitely, if I would say that out of any other signs that don't change are fixed. So if you're a person and you've got a fixed sign in your chart, you can't change it. You can't change the fixed part of your chart. They're the parts that don't change because they're fixed. Okay, mutable, or basically just change their mind quite a lot. Okay, be different in certain manners. But then you'll just go to another part of your chart that won't change. So physical change, in my perspective, can't change. Okay, there really isn't any. Okay, so basically it's coming to terms with, well, I can't change any more about who I am. I'm still the same person. Okay, you're still the same person too. Okay, and that's that basically. So there's kind of like this working on this energy of like, well, I'm working on who I am, I'm being who I am, so are you, and then we need to learn to live with that in order to get on. Because if there is someone in your environment or so, okay, that you need to keep this private, that's why this energy is here. Because Scorpio and Aries are very private. Scorpio is a very private energy, okay? It means that if I feel good enough in order to say something, I will. But if I really don't, I won't, okay? So it's kind of like this. I fucking had enough of everybody knowing about what's going on with me. Okay, if someone is in my environment that always keeps putting me under pressure for an answer and I don't want to speak, I ain't gonna. Okay, if I don't want to speak, I won't. If I do, I will. If you can't get to grips with that, then off you pop. Okay, here. Now that I did also hear pop your clogs. Pop your clogs in Britain here could be an energy of someone not being very well, and there could be something going on there, okay? Because it could be getting back to strength here, but popping your clog energy here is like someone that may pass, but it would be more of an elderly person here, okay? So if that means elderly person and you've got a very difficult energy around a parent, it doesn't mean they're going to pop their clogs. It just means this is an older person. Okay, so there you go. So that's what I've got for you so far, Cancer. So if you would like to join, Patreon is obviously open. The bronze, silver, and gold tier. Bronze tier is only $2 or $3. You get access to all 12 star signs. You get to follow me also in numerology. Okay, if you know about that. If you don't, I'm sure you'll soon get to grips with it if you're new. And then if you want the silver tier, that's the monthlies and weeklies. And then if you want the gold tier, that's monthlies, weeklies, and all the teaching videos that I've got. There are about 75 of them. Yeah, so if you would like your reading, bronze, silver, or gold, bronze is very cheap. Like I said, you get all 12. Okay, but those links are provided below. Thanks very much, Cancer, and I will see you next time.